This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this on top of the roof intro, man. Alright, y'all. I know y'all seen the video already before of all the damage that the storms did to my lean-to or awning or whatever you want to call it. But I got it back up. I got the new bracing support. I got the tin top on it. Now I got to fix the hole. See where the tire is? That's where the hole is in my roof of my shop. So I got to fix this flashing right here. I got to put a patch over that hole, and I'm fixing to go crazy with some silicone. I got 4 tubes of silicone for this little old bitty job. We fitting to get buck wild with the silicone. I got my 10 snips. I got like my tape measure and a hammer. Can't do nothing without a hammer. I mean, come on. But anyway. The sun's starting to go down. It's perfect temperature right now. It's not too hot up here on this metal roof, so it ain't gonna fix itself. So I gotta do it. Let's get started on it. Y'all wanna guess where it ain't gonna leak from? Y'all see that? It ain't gonna leak there. If it gets through all that silicone, then it's acid rain. That's what it is. It's acid rain. Not purple rain, but the acid rain. Man, if it leaks there. I told you it was gonna get crazy with it. I didn't really plan on getting that crazy, but I got crazy with it. We out here at me in this quarantine. Tired of eating in my truck. Can't go in and get nothing to eat, so all you can get is just food that you can get and carry with you. And when you're at work, or when I'm at work, working inside a cotton gin, you don't want to go inside a cotton gin and go to eating. So you got to eat in your truck. One fry at a time. I got to clean up. I got stuff all over the yard. I got to clean up. Okay, we all filled up. Ready for action. I need to put some more in the milk jug. Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to leave those about like they are. I'm going to turn them around. Yeah, now they look fuller. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's about 1 gallon of corn each. See how these do. This is camera number 1. Here's the jug. You've been digging around for that corn. This jug had corn in it. Here's the jug Still looks like it's in decent shape. Let me try to reuse that one. You're gonna see what that camera right there has on it. Don't see that camera. This area really needs to be flat to be good, because it seems like they always bring it down right here. But we can change that one out. And I got the new jug out with the corn in it sitting there. Next time I come down here, I'm gonna bring my tape measure. I meant to bring it with me today, but I forgot the darn thing. I was kind of in a hurry to get down here. Anyway, I may move that camera, because it seems like the low spot is like right there, or yeah, there. It slopes down, and the low spot is right there. And every time I come around here, that's where the jug is. It's on that back side back here. somehow or another they work it and work it around, you know, and it always winds up on the low spot. So I'm gonna see that tree right there. I may move it. I want to check the distance on it though, see how high up I might have to put it so it'll shine down. But I'm gonna need to bring my tape measure with me next time and see what the difference is from this tree to the bait bottle and from that tree to the bait bottle. Where you at, tree? Where y'all bait? There it is, right there. I'm gonna have to probably do that next time. Should have done it this time, but I forgot to bring my tape measure. It looks like it's about the same, but I may have to go higher up on that tree because it's down low behind it. Either that or put it on one of those trees. I don't want to put it, that tree right here is too close. This tree right here, these two where the V's off, they're just too small. So I'm gonna have to find another avenue. They hadn't hardly touched this corn right here. See, they did touch it. It's all over the place right here, but they didn't really get too in depth with it there. So I'm just starting, for the most part, 3/4 of the way full, maybe a little bit more than that, 80% full. I'm just gonna leave that one there. The corn in it's still good. It's dry. There's the camera for it right there. I may wind up moving this one. When I do get something on this one, it's usually pretty good, but it's just gotten so rare. So, I don't know. One thing I was wondering about is how in the world does corn get up so high? I don't know. I'm gonna change the card out and that. If there ain't much on it, I may come back down here sometime and pick it up, move it to another spot. Because like I said, it's rare that it's not rare, but you just don't get very much good coverage here. And when you do, it's something pretty cool. So I don't know, we'll see. Let me see what I got. All right, I got that one hung up. It was empty, that's good. Got that one full of corn sitting there. Y'all, the bridge is about had it. I tried my best and darndest to make it steady, but I can't get it steady no matter what I put under it. It washes it away. I'm gonna make a better bridge this summer. I mean this winter. I ain't getting down here in the summertime and starting to work and do all this crap down here, especially with it being as hot as it is. And you having to fight off darn water moccasins down here. I ain't gonna do all that crap. So I don't plan on going over there. It's good enough for me to go out there and hang my jug on right now, and animals can cross it. That's all I care about. So got that in home. You know, I have forgotten that one spot that they hadn't eaten very much of the corn out of the milk jug. I had forgotten that I had left 2 soda bottles full of that catfish feed just laying on the ground. Of course, they were gone. And that might have been some of the reason why they didn't mess with the corn very much. So now all 3 bait stations have nothing but corn on them. And like I said, I had corn at that location, but I also had the leftover 20-ounce catfish food bottles. Bottles with the catfish food in them. And that might have been why they didn't mess with the corn very much. But I'm walking back out to the clearing here now, so we'll find something on the, see what it was. Hey? I guess this was her way of telling us it was too cold inside. And there's a cat right there fixing to jump all over her. They moved out there and tried to warn her. But they mess with that dog, she's liable to swallow you up. Shoot, that cat right there tear that dog up quicker than she can. She can think about it. Lay them fire there, milkshake. Okay, I got a request to try to do a little explanation on the lean-to about what all I did and everything. Basically, this whole top, this beam, and that beam was broken. So instead of just replacing these beams and patching a hole, I just took the whole top of it off and put another top on it. Now, what I did leave was this piece right here. This is the end piece. Okay. This piece is concreted in the ground, and the whole point is to run off of, I left this piece up here, and all this piece, this section here, I left it up here with these little brackets here, these little braces right here in there. And what I did is I just used it for spacing. Okay, so these are the original pieces that were in there, and I just used it for spacing this away from that, and whatever I had from here to here is where I tried to make sure I had from there to there. Now, this piece right here, the old piece, it was beginning to rot. It wasn't rotting, and I still could use it. But since I was doing it all, I might as well go ahead and replace that top. Replace this brace. In order to make sure that you have an angle so when the rain hits it, it runs down, this piece needs to be a little bit higher than that piece. Okay, you can see the angle right here. See the angle? If it was flat, then that board would be off of that angle right there. But it's not. You got an angle coming down this way, so the rain will come off. Now basically, it's just an 8x10 lean-to. That's all it is 8x10. I went and got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 2x4s that were 10 feet long. So all these are 10 feet long. All of these are 10 feet. And all of these are 8 feet. I just cut 2 feet off of them. This brace board right here is 8 foot long, but it can be however long you want it to be. I mean, my shop here is 8 foot wide, so that's how wide I made it. The trick is to make sure that this piece right here is screwed into goes into a stud on the inside the shop. So these long screws right here go into a stud on the inside in every place that there is a stud. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs in here, and that's why I made sure this piece is screwed to those studs on the inside. Now that I put that piece there up, like I said, I used those brackets right there to do my spacing, and I got to clean all this crap up. It's bothering the fire out of me. I'm fitting to do it now. So this piece right here, this is kind of like a stud, really, basically what it is. It's just a brace. And there's, let's see, like I said, I just went off of those pieces right there, whatever those were spaced. That's why I try to make sure those were spaced. So, I mean, I could have just went off of all measurements, but then I'd have probably had to move some of those brackets. The whole thing hinges off of these corner boards right here, these corner posts. right here, what they do is if they're not lined up, if that corner post isn't lined up with that corner post, you're going to be off. Now, these corner posts and that 2x6 right there is, gosh, I want to say about 20 years old, but they're still good. The only thing with treated lumber is, especially something like a 4x4, in a 6x6 wheel too, I've got them on my porch. They'll twist on you over time. So, even though this was originally, when we put it in straight, that post is twisted a little bit. And so is that one there. It's twisted a little bit. It's just kind of twisted around. So that threw my dimensions off, but it's still real close. I mean, trying to make a perfect square, you want all four sides, all four angles to be 90 degrees, you know. All four corners to be 90 degrees there, 90 degrees there, and then the other two, like that way. So if you can make that 90 degrees and that 90 degrees and that 90 degrees and the other one 90 degrees, you'll have a perfect square. Well, when that piece is twisted, you won't get 90 degrees. It'll be off some. So my tin, whenever, I mean, you never notice it by laying the top on, but when you lay the tin in there on top of it, that's when you start telling. But the good news is I couldn't cut my tin straight anyway, so so the angle that I was off on my tin just so happened to be the right angle that I was looking for on this corner down here, because I laid my tin from this side that way. And then basically once you get these pieces right here on, you just put 2x4s on top however long you want them, and then you just screw your tin to these pieces right here. I mean, that's basically all there is to it. And there's just not a whole lot to it. Especially a lean-to. Now, if I was building a shop or something, there'd be a lot more to it. And then, like I said, you just put the tin on top of it and screw the tin to these boards right here, because that's what they're there for, is for you to screw the tin onto. And after that, you just, like I said, you just use screws to tighten the tin down on it, and that's all there is. All right, y'all have any more questions about it, let me know. All right, we got it cleaned up back here. Cleaned up some more over there where no more trees are gonna fall on it. The only one that scares me is that big old tall pine tree right there, but I don't think it'll be that much trouble. Especially until I can get somebody in to come and get this tree. And there's a dead tree right there. See those two trees in the middle right there? The one on the right's healthy, the one on the left is the one that's dead and just ready to fall over. They need both that one and that pine tree right there need to come down, but I'm not that good. It don't matter how I would cut them, they would fall right on something. So I'm gonna have to get somebody to come cut that tree down, that tree. And I got one in the front yard that needs cutting down too, so I'm gonna have to do that. But, whew. I'm here to tell you, a chainsaw will whoop your behind. Man, it makes it so easy to cut trees that you cut one down, and then the next thing you know, you got to go to another tree. Before you know it, you got half the forest cleared out, and you can't make it back. It'll whoop you like a dog. And for every one you cut down, you can't just leave it there. You got to haul it somewhere. You got to carry it off somewhere. If you don't carry it off somewhere, there ain't no sense in cutting it down in the first place. So they got that little corner cleaned out. Corona. But it's hot right now, so I'm fixing to call it an afternoon. I'll come back out tonight or this evening sometime and finish hauling limbs off. But I got all these done. I got some more in the front yard I got to haul off. I got them in a pile. I just need to be hauled off. The chainsaw, if it don't kill you trying to crank it, now that one I got now is a good one. It'll crank, you know, without too much trouble. That one I had before, you sit there and crank on it all day long. But even if you do get it cranked, it you so darn wore out you can't cut nothing. But I got a Husqvarna now. It's a good one. Look out now. That's right. I got my look out now hat on. All right. Okay. I told a little story about last week. There are a couple of trail cam videos that are worth looking at. There's our buddy the bobcat. He's basically avoiding the food. He don't care nothing about no catfish pellets. He just wants something good to eat other than catfish pellets. I wish there was a way that I could identify him. I'm kind of curious if it's the same one that we keep getting over and over and over again. There's another video of him at another spot here. That's why I said look at the time date. I'm gonna check and see. It's 4/22/2020 at 7:43 in the evening. Okay, here's the other one with the bobcat. This is at the other location, at another location. And if you look at the time, 4/22 at 7:39 at night. So this is the same bobcat that we saw on the previous video. He just come through here first. That lets me know that I'm on a good and active trail. That the trail that I'm putting these cameras out on is one that's not only a good one, it is active. So this was the same night. It was about, what, 4 or 5 minutes ahead of the other one. But let's see what old homeboy does here. This is funny. He's walking along. He smells them coons and possums, and the feed is gone out of the bucket. And he smells the scent on it. So what's he gonna do? Pee on it. There you go. Good job. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, I didn't realize that somebody had peed, or that bobcat had peed on it until after I got it up here, and I've been handling that darn milk jug. Dang. All right, I want y'all to look at this one. Somebody rang the dinner bell. Ding, 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 ding. Where's that? There's corn in that jug. So I know they'll eat some corn. Okay, this is the same view of this area during the daytime. It looks different during the daytime, of course, than it does at night. Okay, here we are back down at the creek again. And I just love seeing this. I love seeing those coons try to work that food out of there and pull it out in their hands and eat it. It's exactly what I did that for. Okay, they done found out they knock it around a little bit, a lot of food would come out, so a bunch of food just fell on the bridge down there, and they're sitting there eating it off the bridge. All right, y'all, watch this coon. I wonder what he's after. He's after something underneath that bridge. He ain't paying no attention to the food that's on the bridge. He's look at him looking under the bridge. Now he's going over here to see if it's over here. He might have dropped his wallet for all I know. All right. Watch these two fighting. They want to get into it. They want to rumble a little bit. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for another week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, half as much as I enjoy making them. I wonder what my neighbor's doing over there. He lives across the road from me over there. I hear that old thing backing up. I don't know what he's doing over there. I don't want to go over there and be nosy. But anyway, that's going to do it for another week. I want y'all to look, see what I got here in my hands. Where's it at? Ain't that pitiful? It just be raining cats here in Henry County. Well, anyway, we got some things we're gonna do with the trail cams. I got a device coming that's gonna allow me to transfer my videos directly to my iPhone for editing. Take those SD cards and because I use my phone to do all my videoing and all my editing and actually making the videos that I produce. So I got a device coming that's hopefully going to make that easier. I believe I could find one locally, but you can't go into any stores, you know, and just shop around. I know Walmart doesn't have it because that's the only place I've ever been to go over there and look and see. But I believe places like Best Buy and electronic stores you can probably get them at, but you can't go inside of them. All you can do is order them. So I got one on order. We're gonna see how that works. It's supposed to work out pretty good. Um, Another thing, since turkey season is over with, uh, we used to, in between deer season and turkey season, we took the dogs out walking a few times, you know, out on some of our land. But we got at least out to hunters, so we don't like to go out there and just mess up the hunting that, you know, that they pay for. So we wait till they get done hunting and everything, and then we go out and walk the dogs a little bit. I think I'm gonna take these trail cameras that I got down here behind my house. I think I'm gonna put them out over some of that other land over there, put the bait out there. For one thing, I don't want the coons and everything to get too dependent upon the bait and food that we put out, because then they won't do any hunting or anything that they do naturally. So that's one reason. Plus another reason is just, you know, to change things up a little bit. That creek down there, it's always been good, you know, but I think I'm gonna take it out from down there, and then the other two, I'm gonna take them out from down there, and I think I'm gonna move them. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. So we'll see how that we'll see how that does, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll go down there and get those cameras out, and like I said, maybe next week we'll have some a little bit better quality for the trail cameras instead of me, you know, filming videos of a video on a computer screen. I guess that's it. Hope y'all enjoy it. That's all I got. Y'all have a good week. We'll see you next time.